Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode, or part of Politics Ace Attorney. Last time I let you guys off, we started pretty much cross-examining Mr. Stickler here, and I had some serious verbal diarrhea. Um, Now we're just gonna, cross-examine him with this phone shot to call, where he's gonna tell us what happened from his point of view, well, let's assuming at the park. So let's hear what he got to say, shall we? I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sally, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that.
Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? Do we not also know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not?
Does it not, Mr. Justice? I better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Yeah, Clavier is definitely definitely a good prosecutor. He is definitely not gonna let this go. So we just want to press all these statements to get more information from him. Why did the killer run? By that time it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kataki mansion.
Achtung! Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was look back once he was out of sight.
How did he know that's where I was going? Don't give me that look, Trucy. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good consciousness. Let's see what you mean by that. You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, nor be moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor.
Ooh, cool answer. Very cool.
So nothing strange about how he acted. She looks like she has something to say. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Press this too. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's going to cry. And Trucy's still giving me that eye. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there will be a few people around the park. So he just stood there, watching? Not much to go on there. And she still gives me that eye. Say something, Trucy! Trucy, you got something to say, by all means, say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony.
Had enough at last, her forehead?
Maybe it's time to back off a bit. We got no other choice to. We got nothing to go on here. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. It appears there is no objection to the witness's current testimony.
There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deal was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion.
No. No! Really, that's all he can say. It seems we have come to the end of the line here. No, that can't be all.
How unfortunate. Seems like you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, her forehead?
You know what? You know what, Clavier? Come here. I got this sword to show you. I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Walkie Kataki. Eek! What the heck just happened? Whoa! The trucy? Nobody move! What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Katakis? The Katakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of...
Sorry, Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman.
Recess. 20 minutes, or I'll promise you, you'll regret it. You'll regret it. Oh my goodness, he disappeared. Well, wait! How did he disappear so fast? Come to defend the lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch the mysterious man. Jesus Christ, that was amazing. Man, if it wasn't for that guy, we would have lost the case. Seriously, that was kind of convenient. That was real convenient. Actually, that was too convenient. Really, that was too convenient. How convenient was it to have somebody come up out of nowhere and threaten Trucy's life? Trucy! Trucy! Move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Whoa, what the heck? Trucy? You're okay? I thought... don't cry, Apollo. God, those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else. What in the name of magic? Oh, well, what the heck is that? Surprised? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on the stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you, Trucy? There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Apollo, now's not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said about the Walkie's fall yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares the verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident, I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not be anything, but it's all we got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there was a contradiction. Actually, I don't remember, actually. Actually, I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There was 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I still don't see it. I was paying attention. I possibly could. He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure. And sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. I did notice he just started turning pages. Like I said, he always went to his book and turned the page. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got tense and fiddled with the corner of a page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. So you were the one that was making sure that he didn't lose. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony, perceive the truth. Watch a testimony, perceive the truth. The only thing I'm perceiving is I'm gonna lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this, Apollo. What was that? What was that she said before the trial started? Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Is what he meant by being fine? Well, bet this aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Well, let's do it. Let's see what she meant by being able to watch the testimony, perceive the truth. Apollo, you know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I know you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Oh lord, not the freaking... Try to cover up Mr. Hat as best you can. I just flew in here from the coast and boy, my arms are tired. Right.